I met a producer when I was playing out in LA, and he wanted to make a record, and he has won Grammys and knew a lot of people, and I knew he was well connected and stuff, so I was really interested. And he told me right away, because he's kind of an audiophile, that he was interested in doing a live to 2-track project, which really piqued my interest because I knew that I had a couple songs that I wanted rhythm guitar on, and I was actually going to have to hire a guitar player. So Jimmy came to mind right away because he's just totally versatile and a great blues player and great player in so many realms. He really understands style, you know, and that's the thing. So I knew he was going to be great to work with. And we called him, or my producer called him, and he was going to be in New York at the time. But he remembered me, and so he said, you know, pass my regards on to Laith. I think he's a great player, which really made me happy that he remembered me. And then he called the next day and said, hey, if you don't have anybody booked for that session, I'd like to do it. And he called the producer, so this wasn't to me, but he also said that if I wanted him to play on any other tracks, that he'd do it for free, which I just couldn't believe. So I, of course, took advantage of that, and he played on the record, which was great. Man, I mean, and he's just such a nice and generous cat, great soul. So I went for my favorite studio people that had played, you know, the records that I loved. Jim Keltner on drums, and Lee Sklar on bass, and Larry Goldings on organ, and Tom Scott on saxophone, Lee Thornburg on trumpet. So we had one day, and I got to go into this beautiful studio called Ocean Way in LA, and it was the Studio B, and man, we had 9 hours basically, and cut all those tracks, and they'd never heard my music before. And I took a couple minutes when I got in there to breathe and walk around and meet everybody, and you know, it was overwhelming, but then it was all business, and everybody was just so great to work with, and they were super cool. I think they actually had a good time.